The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hello, welcome to the Fat Ugly Toad Show. I'm your host, the Fat Ugly Toad. I previously tried to make a video about an old MacBook I fixed up, but it took forever to get it how I wanted it, and I ran out of time. It was a lousy video and I took it down. Also, I said some rude things. I reused one clip from it for expediency, but this is mostly a different video. One of my cats chewed up the power cord, but I was able to splice it back together myself. It works perfectly again. It's a good thing too, because Apple charges an arm and a leg and a firstborn for their proprietary nonsense. I think I said they were effeminate or heterosexual or something. I don't remember. But they do have some good software. Who doesn't, right? But an old laptop of any kind is perfect for playing old games on. So I made an all-in-one plug-and-play. To show you every game would take too long. So, I'll show you what's on it, and one game at the end, and the other games can have their own quick videos later. Here we go. What to do with this old Mac. This was a very thoughtful gift from my brother-in-law. He got a new one. I would never have purchased this for myself. I consider Apple products overpriced. They aren't special to me. Just POS computers, just like any other POS computer. But by playing it safe and never being innovative, Apple has convinced rich people they are the best. Nintendo has done the same. They let other companies take all the risks, and years later, they re-release what actually works and is popular, remarketed as their own product. Brand new, this computer was 2 months' rent for an honest person, but to soft hands untouched by labor, this was the latest and greatest must-have to be seen at Starbucks with. I might not like computers, but I do like computer games. After cleaning this up with Q-tips and toothpicks and restoring the factory settings, I created what I consider a remotely interesting, all-in-one plug-and-play device. Let's have a look at the desktop. I wanted anything and everything this computer would ever do again to be right here. A small collection of good and great games. It took forever. I downloaded at least twice this amount, but these games, A, installed correctly, B, worked perfectly on this machine, and C, require no internet connection. The machine connects, but I consider it retired from the internet, and I wish it to remain as is. If curious, it was reset to factory and contains OS X 10.6.8. The internet will screw up a computer, and I keep my old machines away from it so updates don't ruin them or fill their hard drives full of useless garbage. I also despise multiplayer games. To each their own. In alphabetical order, Argonaut 2149. Awesome Asteroids clone. Dare I say, superior to asteroids? How dare I? This game has its own video already here on this channel. Check it out if interested. Avernum, Escape from the Pits. I consider this game the flagship of this computer, and I plan to devote it the time it requires when I can. Before I was ever gifted this machine, I owned 5 Spiderweb software games on disc for PC. It turned out those PC discs also contained the Mac versions of those games. 3 of the 5 ran perfectly on this computer. Avernum 2. I think Jeff Vogel does a fine job, and I too hope to find success as a one-man show. His games are great. Unfortunately for me, he only sells downloads now. Understandable, but not my thing. Blades of Avernum. Another incredible Spiderweb software game. If you know of any completed additional scenarios for it and where they might be located, I would appreciate a heads up. This game has a fun, quick video on this channel. On to the free abandonware. Brave Dwarves, a platformer. It stars cartoon dwarves exploring mines. You can play as the fighter or the mage. Chess. This came with the operating system, a competent chess program. Diamond Detective, a cool puzzle game. Luxor 2 combines a puzzle game with kind of a centipede-style shooter in different maze environments. Very fun. Mutant Storm combines sort of an asteroids with sort of a berserker sort of. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Neon Tango Demo. Another asteroids kind of thing. It looks amazing and it's quite difficult. 3 levels are free. After that they want a lot of money. I'll consider it if I ever get that far. Nestopia. My first emulator. The compatibility with NES ROMs is high. Controlling the games with the keyboard sucks, but the machine does have USB ports, so I might get a controller. For now, it's fun to look at ROM hacks and whatnot. NES titles. A folder containing NES ROMs. It took me 5 minutes to find thousands. I really don't care about the controversy of ROMs. I have a rant in another video and I won't be repeating it here. Neverball, a cool 3D roll the ball through the maze sort of game. Neverputt, a putt-putt version of Neverball that came with Neverball. Owl Country. A strange game. As an owl, you hunt pigeons and avoid light poles. Pac-the-Man X. A great Pac-Man clone. I feature it in a short video with these 3 games. Solitaire. You get 100 free games. After that, they want money. I think I will have a long time to decide. Space Tripper. Despite the crummy low-res icon, this is an amazing Defender clone that is, dare I say, far superior to Defender. It's awesome as heck. Super Collapse 2, great puzzle game. Titan Attacks Demo, a great Space Invaders clone with some cool twists. Ultima 4, an ancient classic that I am happy to have a cool version of. This folder contains maps and books you can read that go along with Ultima 4. Xenergy, a puzzle game that involves a pit of interlocking colors, very fun. And finally, Zuma Deluxe. How about some Nintendo? Thanks for watching. This was a personal project I'm glad to have completed. This video had a curse of completion on it, but it's done. This machine might break down tomorrow. They don't build them to last, but until then, it will be a lot of fun. I am anxious to show it to my brother-in-law, and I hope he kicks himself for not doing something cool with it himself. This is the Fat Ugly Toad saying hello. Check out my channel. Also, make something fun out of that old computer before you donate it. Especially if it takes up almost no room at all, like this old MacBook. Or don't, you can always send it my way. Thanks again for watching. Please click the buttons.